November 2022, it must be Anthropy. Why are we here, Louise?
This idea of having people come together and explore really how do we help this country, in particular Britain, come out of a COVID pandemic, come out of the ramifications of Brexit and other things happening in the world, and really focus on how can the people lean into prosperity and also discuss...
Hopefully a different form of prosperity.
Prosperity, and on Britain's place in the world. So that's the plan, and the agenda looks jam-packed for the next 3 days. So there are businesses and NGOs and activists, people like us who work with business but also do some thinking, to come around these themes and explore them from different sides. So I think it's the whole I'm looking forward to, as well as the people.
One of the exciting things was being on the train coming across to St Austell and just bumping into all sorts of people one either knew of or didn't know of, and suddenly striking up friendships and so on. So that's one of the things I look forward to, the serendipity factor, and just bumping into people, some of whom we know, and hopefully quite a number of them we won't.
As the uncertainty grows, the need to communicate and the need to do something obviously grows too. And I think Britain has been specifically feeling uncertain and in turmoil.
Deranged, I would say.
We can call it deranged.
It's my country, I can call it what I like.
Exactly. But it really has been some really interesting years. And we can start it at Brexit or slightly before Brexit, maybe even.
It would have been building for a while.
And I think that it just comes to this crescendo. So I'm fascinated at what will come out of it, if anything, because,
Oh, it's already started. I mean, the conversations are fascinating, some of the ones that we've begun to strike up. I think, for me, the ultimate test will be how many young people, how practically engaged in all of this, how much of a contribution are they able to make, allowed to make, and so on. Because many of the people that we've met so far have been, if not quite my age,
Yes, closer to your age than mine, I think. Most of them.
So I'm really hopeful that John O'Brien and the organisers will have got a significant number of people in who are younger.
Because there is a risk, I think, that it could be a really interesting talking shop for the same people who've brought us to this place of despair, so to speak, as establishment, and who want to change it, but if they don't allow new voices in, then we'll be in trouble, and we won't see the results that we potentially could, given there are about 1,000 people coming together for 3 days.
And again, one of the things I'd love, either this time or in future rounds of Anthropy, would be to see local people from Cornwall actively engaged in it, because Eden is a phenomenal enterprise, but it's sometimes rubbed up with local communities in a slightly difficult way, and that, again, place-based politics are really, really important, and we've got to get people right around the UK involved in all of this.
Perfect segue though. So in terms of our involvement in this, you've been helping to co-chair the place-based content, I guess, and curate it. And so our sessions are going to be primarily around that, rather than people, prosperity, or the global.
But it's funny, when we first were asked to do it, actually by Tim Smith of Eden Project initially, and I was inclined to sort of the prosperity piece, triple bottom line, all of that sort of good stuff. And the place-based thing actually over time has become very much more relevant because our focus on regeneration. Regeneration is place-based and all the rest of it. So hopefully we'll be reporting out to the wider world as we go through the next couple of days.
Hopefully we'll have some fun. As you said, there were a lot of giggles on the train and as new conversations were struck up.